Hey, welcome back to the Psychic Soul Healer channel. My name is Laura, and I'm going to do a general message for Pisces. Know that energy is fluid. Roles could be reversed. Interpret the message as it best resonates with you. Never force anything. Take what you need, leave the rest. You know the jazz. All right. Now, if you're new to the channel, anything of any importance or relevance to the channel, you can find in the description box below. All right. And also, what else was I going to tell you? If you're new to my channel, know that I like to start my readings off by pulling a card of the video. And this is always like how I like to open up my readings, but it's also the word that you're going to write in your comment bar if you want to enter into winning a free reading with me. So if you want to enter into winning a free reading with me, first things first, you have to be open to getting a shadow reading. Second, you need to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Third thing, fourth thing, write the word diplomacy, because that's a word that popped out of the deck. You're going to write that word in your comment bar. You'll know if I chose you if I wrote the word winner underneath. If I did, rather, we'll correspond back and forth on YouTube for just a little bit, so you can make sure that you have my email address, which by the way, you can find in my description box. But if you can't find it, well, I'll give it to you, and then you'll just reach out to me through my email, and we'll figure out the best day and time that works for the both of us. And the day before, or a few days before your reading, you'll get that link in your email. If you don't get it, please check your spam box, because a lot of times it goes in the spam box and people aren't aware, and then they reach out to me days or weeks later and they say, I found it. So this way you don't have to wait. Okay, so the word is diplomacy. And so what I'm feeling, Pisces, is that you're going to be called to act in a way that's very diplomatic, even though the person that you're dealing with isn't deserving of it. I feel like you're in separation from a person that you have a lot of feelings for, but they're not emotionally available. They're also not as evolved as you. So they do a lot of immature things to get underneath your skin. And one of the things that this person actually admires about you is that you don't normally flip out. They expected you to flip out. And I'm feeling like, so there's a part of them that, even though you're in separation now from them and you acted very diplomatic when this separation happened, that's not the energy that they're used to. And though they respect you for it and they see you differently, it almost pisses them off. So I feel like this person is going to come back into your life and almost try and trigger you again, because in their mind, they have a vision of who they perceive that you are. And it's not really based on the time that they took to get to know you. It's based on their perceptions. And their perceptions might be, oh, I know you through social media. I know you through other people. I know you through the lens of somebody else. And the thing is that intuitively, they know that those perceptions aren't 100% accurate. But I feel like they made a bunch of wrong moves, a bunch of wrong decisions. They didn't handle you properly. Weren't respectful. They wouldn't give you the time. And so there's a sense that they want to come back into your life, but they don't really know how to come back into your life. And there's a part of you that's fighting with your heart and your mind. Like, you do have feelings for this person, but they every chance that they had to fix this, they chose not to, which is why they don't deserve, really, I mean, that for you to take them back. But what this is saying is like they are deliberately coming in because they want to try to fix it. They don't think that they can fix it. So there's a part of them that wants to come in and trigger you to get you re like reactionary towards them, like, because then that would tell them that you still have feelings. Right now, I don't feel like you're giving them anything. And the way that you handled things so diplomatically, again, showed them that maybe you don't care. They expected some sort of drama. They expected for you to like fight them a little bit. They expected, so now that you didn't do that, like I said, when they approach you again, they're expecting that you're going to get mad, that you're going to trigger because it's been even longer. And like you said, they had opportunity to fix whatever the disagreement was, why you're in separation. They chose not to. This is the energy that I'm pulling. We're going to see why I'm pulling. I channeled that and why I pulled that card, like why I channeled that message for it, and why is that the underlining energy that is influencing your reading. We're going to pull three. I want you. So this person has a lot of passion. And I feel like ever since you walked away, they can't stop thinking about you. Two fell out. I'm going to take them just because I love you. I wish I could take back my words, but we're going to pull two more. I just never believe in any mistakes. So, um, like I said, this person has been ruminating a lot on how they've acted, on how they treated you, and I'm kind of feeling that like you were right there. Why did I do this? Like they did a lot to try to trigger you, to try to manipulate you into giving more. This person likes to create a lot of um, drama because it always leads to passion. It leads to fiery passion. And the thing is, that's not what happened with you. With toxic people, it does. Because it's like, oh, well, you know that I like you. You know that it doesn't mean anything. So they like to create this unnecessary um, drama and games. And I feel like they took it too far. And in the separation, then when they thought, they really thought that you were going to come back. And then when you didn't, they took the time to really think about this connection. And I feel like it was, at first they didn't want to take the time. It was like a little annoyed. I want to be with somebody easier, but then they wound up taking the time. What they're seeing is like, I really have feelings for you. And I feel like those feelings of I want you turned into I love you. And it was because they stalked you, they watched you, they've collected information on you. And that's why, again, their perception of you has changed. I knew exactly what I was doing, and they did. And that's why they feel bad. And I also feel like when they come back to you, they're going to try and lie. They're going to try and make it like it was a misunderstanding. But they knew what they were doing, and they know that you know that they knew what they were doing. So that's why this person has taken a long time to come back into your life. You and I were too young. I feel like that's for some of you. Otherwise, they just were not ready. They were too immature. They were not ready to be in a committed relationship. They wanted you, but they didn't want to do the work. We will be together again. So there's a part of them that again feels like we're soulmates. I still have feelings for you. I love you. I want you. Like it would have been easier to walk away. I played a lot of games and I don't really know how to come back into your life, but I feel like if it's meant to be, that it'll work out. And I feel like they're almost like putting it into the universe's hands, which is kind of like a little bit of a cowardly way out because they know that they screwed up this relationship. They know that they owe you an apology. They don't know what to say. I look for you everywhere. They're hoping to bump into you. They're hoping like that you'll reach out to them. They're trying to do everything to get you to talk to them because they know exactly what they did. They just thought that you were going to act the way that everybody else acts. So during this time of separation, why do they all of a sudden love you? Why all of a sudden do they like you? Let's pull some of these cards. These are like, will tell us either the spiritual connection or will tell us again what they're really feeling internally, but more on a spiritual level or what they're going to do at least. Okay, I'm trying to understand how my thoughts create my reality. I know I need to say positive or you. So this person really, I don't think that they ever had a spiritual connection before. They realize that this connection is different. And so you trigger this person, and you trigger this person because you didn't act the way that they thought you were going to. And they wanted you to act crazy. They wanted you to act full of passion, again, drama, so that it would lead to some sort of passion. It didn't. You acted diplomatic, which made them look like they have dirt on their face, which now they're a little bit annoyed, angry. They're angry that they have to come back. They're angry that they have to do something down deep inside. Doesn't mean that they don't have feelings for you, but this is a spiritual connection that they feel, and it's making them change, and they don't really want to change. Um, the inner child needs to come first, and that's really what it is. This person needs inner child healing. That's why they played as many games as they did. But they feel as if you guys are coming into union because they felt like you were always open to the connection. They feel this person's really a little conceited, I'm not going to lie, because they're like looking at everything through their perception. They haven't even been in a connection with you aside from playing games. They just feel that spiritual connection still, and they can't stop thinking about you. But there's a part of them that's like, you were always open to the connection, so why wouldn't you be? Now I'm open to the connection, so I feel like we're coming into union. It's going to happen. The universe is going to bring us together. We're just meant to be. They're not looking at the damage that they've done in the connection. We have a past life connection. So this is why we have a past life connection. Memories are surfacing. And so they just feel like they're supposed to be with you. They feel like they've been with you in a past life, that this is a spiritual connection. They never had that before. And if you would have asked them about a spiritual connection prior to you, they probably would have been like, there's no such thing, but this connection is deep. And that's really what it is. It's like this person, like, just looks like they weren't ready to be in a relationship or didn't want to be in a relationship. Okay, our inner children are crying out right now. We both need to comfort them and become the parents. So, again, this is all about inner child healing. Like this past life karmic mate, you triggered their inner child wounds, like I said, and it came up before. So we're going to look and actually see what those inner child wounds are and what your inner child wounds are, because that's what this relationship looks like. Looks like this person had feelings for you. The way that they dealt with you was obviously not right. It was, they came from a lower consciousness. They did the least, they breadcrumbed you. They didn't make you feel special. They didn't honor the connection. They treated you like everyone else in hopes that it would create some sort of drama that would lead to some sort of passion, because they do have feelings for you, but they don't want to be vulnerable. They play a lot of games. They're realizing again that this is a spiritual connection, but they're fighting with their ego a lot. So I have to say, what are their inner child wounds? What needs to be integrated? And what are yours? Why would you attract this person? Because it's like they don't want to listen to their intuition. If they would listen to their intuition, they would most likely do the right thing. This person's in their ego. All they want to do is strategize. And they want to strategize because they don't feel safe. However, this is like a connection that's making them look at themselves, that's making them look at the way that they look at not just themselves, but how they deal with relationships, how they interact. And because they're not evolved, they're not really thinking about anyone else except for themselves. And so it's not like this person has taken the time to get to know you. I feel like they've played a lot of games. So that's why I said that we have no option but to look at the inner child wound. So wonder, and these came jumping out. So we're gonna take them. Okay. Love, rebellious, lies and secrets, and physical touch. Because it just came out that way again, I never believe in any mistakes. It's spiritual channel. So I believe for you, it's the wonder in the world. It's like you weren't allowed to do that. When you're raised in an environment that doesn't make you feel safe, you don't wonder about anything except for your survival, whether you're going to be safe. And again, when I'm talking about survival, I'm talking on an emotional level because the next card out was love, right? So we didn't get enough love or feel as if we didn't have enough love. And remember, this is the child self. The child self is a lot more sensitive than who we are today as adults. So again, the wonder of like to go out and explore, a lot of times we can feel a lot more comfortable doing that when we feel supported, when we feel loved, when we're encouraged to do that. I'm not feeling like that was the case. Feeling like that you attracted someone that actually gave you nothing, and where this person was seen as they were bad. And again, they lied all the time to navigate their life in order to get what they want. And both parties really didn't get the emotional needs because physical touch is associated with emotional needs. So here you have one person this person that's connected to you that has feelings for you, but they just don't feel safe enough to be vulnerable. So they're still gonna lie, they're still going to create secrets because, again, they don't want to let you in that close. And it's a form of, again, rebellion. And they are that way because they grew up in an environment that didn't make them feel safe. Now, soulmates usually have the same wound. They're just not channeled out the same way. Those wounds are the same because here it is. It's that both parties didn't get the emotional needs. Both parties didn't really get the love and the nurturing that they needed. So what happens is it winds up being codependent relationship where your person ends up always being the runner. That's what winds up happening. They run away and they act really rebellious, like, oh, you're smothering me. I don't really want to be in a connection. They lie and they hold secrets. And that's the way that they learned how to survive growing up, by being around parents that they didn't feel safe. For you, like I said, I just feel like you didn't get the love and the nurturing that you needed. And the wonder that was inside your imagination, but you didn't go out into the world and see that there's a whole world out there. So it shows that you're very spiritual and psychic. But in order to really know who you are on a deep level, is to go out and explore and to go out and find. So this is why like goes to like, you're a mirror of who and what comes into your life, and why they say opposites attract. Like this person is a runner, you are would be have considered to be a chaser. You broke that dynamic because you walked away. That's why this person's actually looking at the relationship like, I still have feelings. I still have feelings and I still believe that we could work out, even though I did all this bullshit to you. I believe that you're supposed to be in my life. They don't realize that this is a spiritual connection, that you've been brought into this person's life to make them look at themselves. And really, because you walked away, that is the only reason why they're looking at themselves, because now they hurt, but they're still fighting a little bit with their ego. But more so what they really are, they believe that they don't really need to really do anything either, because their ego tells them, oh well, it's going to work out anyway. So they flip-flop between, you know, wondering whether or not it's going to work out, to I know that it's going to work out because I can feel this spiritual connection. So, yeah, I know everything that I did, but this is what I feel, which is a little delusional. Like I said, we've been brought to each other's lives for a reason, just not the reason that they think. Um, Now we can say, what are they going to do? Are they going to do anything at all? We can see if they're going to do something. Let's see which cards that I pulled. I wanted to see. Did I even? No, I didn't. So I can take from these decks because I'm going to pull 3 and 3 to see what are they going to do. Because we see, okay, why you attracted this person. I'm intimidated by you. Yeah, because you walked away and you see right through them, and you're like, I'm not going to play these games. Like you're standing your ground. They misjudged you. They thought that, you were going to act the way that everyone else was, that you were going to be so taken by them that it was just going to lead straight into passion. And that's because that's normally how things go with them. I feel like I'm not good enough for you. Yeah, because they know that they're not giving enough. By you walking away and not reacting and acting diplomatic, well, that's made them have to look at themselves too. If you would have acted with drama, you would have again been like, oh, see, you care about me. See, you have feelings for me. But because you didn't react to them the way that they thought, there it's again, it's bothering their ego, which is actually making them look at themselves. One more. Jealousy and possessiveness. Yeah, this person wants to dominate, and they want to dominate because they don't want to be vulnerable. So if they are getting jealous, there's a part of them that's like, maybe you didn't react the way that I wanted you to react because maybe there's someone else. So now that they're thinking about you a lot, there's a sense of, again, I want you. And I want you because, again, they feel like they can't have you. And this is what happens with the runner chaser type of dynamic. Once the chaser stops chasing, then the runner feels like a loss, which is why they try to intimidate and always lead things to get, again, more passion to get what they want. But they do so because they feel really insecure. I wish you knew how grateful I am to have met you because they didn't realize that they could even have a connection like this. So even if they realize that they fucked up this situation to the point that it can't be repaired, it taught them that they could be loved, that they could feel this way. But um, the thing is, real soul connections don't happen in every single relationship. And when you dumpster dive, which is what I feel like your person's used to, like being with people that are like not of a high vibration to the point that they're so cocky that they get what they want. Well, if you dumpster dive, it's easy to do that. Those people don't invest in themselves. Thing is that they put you in with all those people, and not because you're like that, because the person's ego was so big. So what it is that it's taught them so much about themselves. Like you've changed this person's perception of themselves, of relationships, of what they could have, of just everything, some good, some bad. So, and then the connection that they have, that they feel all these different emotions inside of themselves. And normally this person's so disassociated and detached, they don't feel anything. I wish you were here with me. Again, there is this want, need, desire. It's not like they don't have it. It's just that, the way that they go about like to actually try and fix this relationship is they don't, because they have so many inner child wounds that really need to be healed. Like I said, for both you and this person. You are the first thing on my mind when I wake up in the morning. So again, they're a little bit very obsessed with you because it's almost like you're in separation from them. You're acting like you don't like them. You're acting like you're just fine because again, no real reaction. So there's a part of them that really is looking at the relationship and really admire you, respect you, put you in a different light amongst the other people that they dealt with now, feels foolish for treating you the way that they did now, but they still don't really feel like they can repair it to the point where they I feel like they feel confident enough to come back into your life, because I keep asking the roundabout way and it never says that they're coming back. It just keeps saying that they're thinking about it, that they're thinking about you, they're thinking about the relationship, they're thinking about all that, but they're not really have a plan to come back. They're just kind of like stuck. And they're stuck because it would require them to change, like change 100%. And so what I see is that this person wasn't able to hurt you. They weren't able to manipulate anything from you where they would have they would have always had feelings for you because they have feelings for you. The issue is that they would have always ran from you. Now that you're not giving to them, they're looking at themselves, but I don't know if the relationship would ever balance out. It's almost like this person is stuck in a place of still wanting things their way. So I'm gonna pull two with from my not better judgment, because it's like something tells me I'm not gonna get it. We come from different worlds. Our perspectives can clash sometimes. Can we work this out? Like I said, this person is stuck in trying to figure out, would this relationship even work out, because again of the way that they dealt with it. They're so used to being with a certain person that makes it easy for them, where they don't have to do any work, but it feeds their ego. They don't know whether they could be in a relationship with you. And that's because they know that they need to do shadow work. I feel like you did shadow work, but this was a karmic test. When this person came into your life, it's not that there isn't a very strong soul connection. There is. You walked away, and you walked away because they weren't really giving you anything. They were constantly running from you. They were constantly like wanting to create um, this drama to create passion, because that's really the focal point of the relationship. They're on a lower vibration and they're used to getting what they want. So, does this person have feelings? Yeah, but they don't have enough feelings and enough strength or courage to do what they would need to do to be in this relationship, is what I feel. So the best that we could do is say, what is the energy that we could bring in that will help us to integrate the spiritual lesson? Because what we noticed here is you attracted this person because you didn't get really the love and the support, and the love and that physical touch was one of these, and that physical touch is the emotional, right? We associate the physical touch with emotional. It's clairsentient, with feeling. And so, you didn't get that. And also the wonder. You might have a great imagination, but Spirit says, what about what else is in the world? So you didn't emotionally get what you need to feel secure and safe, but that comes from yourself, Spirit says, that a person won't give you that. The illusion is that you get from person. You have to actually fill your own cup so that it's overflowing, so that no one gets too much, so that you're giving just enough. Otherwise, you'd wind up in a codependent relationship. And what we see here is that this person is setting it up to be in a codependent relationship. They're emotionally not available. They're focused more on the passion. That's what they're coming in for. And you already didn't get the emotional love and support that you needed. So you would still not get the love and support that you needed. And this person would still not really be in any type of relationship except for one that was rebellious, again, running and creating like drama for no apparent reason except to feed their own ego. So, um, So the karma is really on this person because you're not coming back to them. However, when we invest in somebody, even though we didn't get hurt, we still can feel this lack. So we want to say, what is the energy that we can pull in to bring our energy up a little bit? And we'll say, I am the light. I always have hope, no matter the ordeal. I have faith in a better future. I turn darkness into light. I open my heart to others and to God and am spiritually strong. I draw light to me and shine with all my being. So it's again realizing that it's all about returning to your natural energy, your true authentic self, which is unconditional love, where weren't born in an environment that made you feel as if you were loved unconditionally. Why? Again, the physical touch, that emotional and love. Those were not, I didn't get that. I didn't feel that way. So that's why Spirit's saying this person came into your life to show you what needed to be healed. And what you did is you honored yourself. So have hope, because hope is the bridge that connects you to what is reaped, to what is sown. And that if you have faith in the better future, then again, you turn your wounds, those wounds, the darkness into light. And that's, like I said, what this person came into your life to do that. And there is love. There is unconditional love there. It's just not a connection that you would want to have, because they are not healed. They are not capable of being vulnerable. And no one wants to be in a one-sided relationship. So you open your heart to others and to God, and to become spiritually strong. Because when you're spiritually strong, it means you're strong within yourself, and that you learn to draw the light that's within inside of yourself, and you draw the light that's outside into you by, again, going out and exploring and finding the wonder in the world, the passions that fill you, the wonder within inside of you that makes you different. And you again evolve past this and realize that this connection was just, it was just a karmic test, and you passed with flying colors. I'm going to leave that there. You let me know if you resonated with this message. And if you did, do not forget to write the word diplomacy in your comment bar. Talk to you all soon. Bye.